So, today we will be making breakfast, the most important meal of the day. We are going to be making mini chicken and a biscuits. Obviously, first off, you got your chicken nugs. You'll need those. Your choice of cheese, it can be shredded or sliced. I prefer sliced, but all we have is shredded, so we're going to work with that. And of course, you got your mini biscuits. Again, really doesn't matter what kind you get. Any can do. Now, you can also put like honey mustard on this, and sometimes I do. But for today, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to make us some chicken and a biscuit. Alright guys, so we got our air fryer. We're going to put our chicken nugs in here. 1 nug per biscuit. So a can usually has roughly, I think 8. No, this has 10 biscuits in it. So you would have 10 nugs. Now, if you're doing the regular size biscuits, just, the regular size chicken and a biscuit, you will want roughly 2 nuggets to a biscuit as a rule of thumb. We're doing the minis this morning because we're in a little bit of a hurry. We got work today. So, she's going to throw that in there. She's going to put it on 360 for roughly 15-20 minutes. Now, that varies because it depends on how crispy you want your chicken nuggies. So that's going to be the first step. Alright guys, nuggets are done. We're going to set them on a plate to cool for a minute. And then, next up, we're going to have the biscuits to cook. Once you cook the biscuits, you can pretty much assemble. Of course, while the nugs are cooling, you're going to want to put your cheese on them so it can slightly melt. Of course, especially if you're going to do shredded cheese like we are. And then while the cheese melts on your nugs, we can cook our biscuits. And as I said, when the biscuits come out, if you're feeling fancy and you want to do something nice, you can always just put honey mustard on the biscuits. Or if you just want to be plain and basic, you don't have to. On the minis, I usually don't put the honey mustard. Now, if I'm doing the big, fluffy, regular size biscuits, I will. But in this case, we're doing the minis this morning. So there will be no honey mustard on these, but there's that satisfying pop. And there's our biscuits. Now, of course, you can do like frozen biscuits. You can even make biscuits from scratch, obviously. And we have done both of those as well. We just, with our schedule, we don't have time to like do a lot of the from scratch stuff anymore all the time. So, unfortunately, we do have to settle for canned biscuits. But we have made the biscuits from scratch. We have even done like those big bags of biscuits you can get at Walmart and Sam's that are frozen. It's just kind of up to your preference and your taste. And what your schedule is. This here is more or less the fastest way to make them. Especially if you're on a budget, in a hurry, and have limited equipment. Biscuits are giving us a little bit of trouble getting them all loose. And I believe I said earlier these will go in there for 360 for roughly 6-8 minutes. And now, as you can see, the cheese is nice and melty. Our biscuits are ready, so we're going to kind of crack them open. A little crispy, but that's okay. long as they're not rock hard, you're always good on that. See? Fluffy on the inside. Perfect biscuit. And then you assemble. And that, my friends, is mini chicken in a biscuit. And again, you can do the regular size. The only real difference is bigger biscuits, and you need about 2 nugs per biscuit instead of a nug per biscuit. That is the gist of it, everybody. I'll be doing the review in the next video. So here we go.